Good evening. I'm FlameFlash. Not so sleep deprived this time around. Thank you for being patient with me from last week. This is a special catch-up episode of 81, not 80. We'll blame that on the sleep deprivation. But we're going to forego with the Raptor report because that will come up on its usual time, Thursday. And instead we're going to hit the news we missed. Because, well, I was falling asleep at the time. My bad. We're bouncing around. Some of this is going to be slightly old news, but I was ready and waiting with commentary, and then nodded off. So, we'll get started. Politics. Politics. The Supreme Court has rejected hearing Illinois police taping law appeal. What? Okay, well, the Illinois police taping law was regarding Illinois saying it's illegal to videotape police officers on the job. That's it. End of discussion. It is illegal for any reason to be taping a police officer. Now, I assume there were natural caveats for, say, security cameras in businesses, etc., but you, an average person on the street, couldn't videotape a police officer without at least getting a citation. If not, whatever device you were using to tape them, confiscated and possibly destroyed. Well, the Supreme Court said, nah, don't want to hear about it. Do not want to even listen. So what does that mean for us? It means that an appeals court ruling stands. Because they didn't want to hear it. And let's see here. It's been a little while as I put together these notes, so I apologize. But by passing, they've said, appellate court, you're right, we don't need to step in here. And they were therefore finding the anti-eavesdropping law violates our freedom of speech. Awesome. Tape those cops. I am very much a supporter of law and those that serve to execute those laws. But there are opportunities out there for abuse. Not every individual, whether they wear a badge or not, is a good person. And they need to be held accountable. The easiest way to hold somebody with a badge accountable is to catch them in the act. Illinois removed that ability. So it's really nice to see that it has been restored, as it should have been. We're going to jump around a lot. We are going to do the old-style FlameFlash.net podcast just because, well, there's no Raptor report. Raptor, by the way, if you're joining for the first time, we usually start the show, as I mentioned before, with Raptor report. Video games. Talk about the video games that I've played in the last week that show up on raptr.com/FlameFlash. And over there you can find my gaming profiles. Send me a friend invite on the various services. And sync up our achievements. See how we measure up. The Wii U, for instance, is one I haven't picked up yet. But it did sell 400,000 in its launch week. Not too shabby. So there are 400,000 hopefully very satisfied new Wii U owners. cool. Got a chance to look at the box a little bit closer, look at Nintendo Land a little bit closer, because we would be aiming at the black Wii U console. And over on FlameFlash.net, I wrote a little bit about the hidden costs of the Wii U, or the hidden cost savings of the Wii U. What I didn't know then, that I do know now, is that Nintendo Land requires the Wii Motion Plus controller. Now, you can either get the $20 slap-in add-on, or get a $40 brand new Wii remote. Go with the $40 one. Trust me. The slap-on ones, while they work, are frustrating. Because if they lose connection, even just a little bit, and you're shaking your controller around, you're going to shake it loose. It has to stop and recalibrate. Oh, hold on. Recalibrating. It's worthless. Highly annoying. It's one of the reasons you don't hear me mentioning Wii Sports Resort very much. Because I got fed up with those remotes. So I went back to Amazon and added 4 Wii Motion Plus controllers to my wish list. And color matching nunchucks. And why the nunchucks? Because our nunchucks are pretty old. The children, as they've been teething, will chew on that analog stick nub or on the connecting cable into the Wii remote itself. And so it's just time. If we're going to be buying new controllers for the Wii U, so there go the Wii controllers. If the game pre-packaged with the black Wii U is not compatible with half of my controllers, I only have 2 Wii Motion Plus add-in things, I might as well wait. Wait for a Sam's Club deal, perhaps, that has some controllers bundled with. I don't know. It meets my requirement of 3 games. Lego Undercover, New Super Mario Bros. U, and Nintendo Land. Meets that requirement. But if I have to go and buy $120 worth of new controllers, and then another, $200 worth of controllers when you figure in the nunchucks, that's a $550 console now. I have a family of 6. I need to either go in the short run, buy 2 more of those slap-in ones, and I think at least one of the Wii controllers, being as old as they are and as heavily used as they have been, the connector isn't as connecty, isn't as effective as it once was. So we kind of need to anyway. But we're now treating a Wii U as a brand new console with all new accessories. For instance, these, I'm holding up, for those listening on the podcast, the Nintendo controller, the original one, forget what it's called. You plug it into your Wii remote. Those will still work, no problem. Virtual console games, Super Smash Brothers, but they won't work for Nintendo Land. So I would be playing Nintendo Land all by myself. That's not Nintendo Land. That's solo play. We'll move on. Movies. The next X-Men has cast Sir Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. Days of Futures Past were set. I'm really looking forward to it. We recently picked up a really cheap Blu-ray plus digital copy of X-Men First Class, and I haven't had a chance to rewatch it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. Also found in a bargain bin V for Vendetta and Watchmen, which is probably the only reason I would ever buy either of those two movies. I liked them, but not enough to pay, $20. But it's awesome that Sir Patrick Stewart is going to reprise his role. I love that. Especially since, spoilers! X-Men 3 didn't turn out so well for him. So, the 3DS, if you've been playing New Super Mario Bros. 2, you're going to get a swap note that says, hey, go check out your New Super Mario Bros. 2 store and get the free pack for celebrating 300 billion coins being collected. Cool. So go to Coin Rush and grab your free pack. That's straightforward. Just, if you haven't been playing it in a while, if you haven't tried out the Coin Rush, pop it back in, go there, grab it. It's free. As of World of Warcraft 5.1, which came out last week, a week ago today, realm zones have been standardized. Now, what does that mean for us? It means when it is midnight on Zangarmarsh, it is midnight on Garona, it is midnight on Argent Dawn. All events now start at the exact same time, and it's going to make it much easier to just go, PST. Okay. It must be this time. Excellent. I have no issue. We also got, I think I mentioned this on the quasi episode 80 from my sleep deprived state, more Pet Battle System stuff. As we have gone through the week, I've watched as some add-ons have been updated. I haven't checked on Pet Theory in a while. I went ahead and switched to Pet Journal Enhanced. It changes the color of your pet names to the quality, along with sleep deprivation kicking in. Almost done though. Along with highlighting what the best stat on them happens to be: speed, health, etc. It works. I miss Pet Theory. I liked how it arranged things a little bit differently. But I'll go with this. Finally, the more things change. This was a My Extra Life comic that was up. myextralife.com. And this fellow, go check the comic. Go hit the show notes and look at this particular comic. It's exactly how I feel about online gaming right now when it comes to consoles or shooters. Why put yourself in that kind of flame environment? I just don't understand it. I don't really understand the appeal of shooters in the first place, so maybe that's part of my problem. But it's nice for somebody in the community to highlight the fact that everything they say is pretty outrageous on there. Because I've listened in on Xbox Live. For crying out loud, I've tried to play Uno and gotten this kind of crap. Uno! I'll just hang my head in shame on that. But yeah, myextralife.com. It's one of the webcomics I enjoy following. And he hits the situation right on the head. Hits the nail on the head. But I am the less sleep-deprived FlameFlash. Write in, podcast at flameflash.net. Also over on Twitter. That's FlameFlash. Raptor, check that out. I've already given a link reference there. And we'll see you on Thursday when I record episode 82. And we get back on track with another Raptor report. Take care.